Okay, guys, let's get into this makeup. I'm going to start with, I have almost a complete face of e.l.f. The only thing I'm missing is a bronzer. And why I don't have a bronzer, I don't know. I really don't know. So we are going to start with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I love this primer. I used to use the crap out of it. And then I got that No Pore Blem Primer, and I love that one too. They're very similar in how they perform. So I guess that's why I loved both of them. They're very similar. So just doing a little bit of this. Then I'm going to take a little bit of, I put it away, my putty primer. Just swap my fingertips off because now they're really slick. And you guys know I can't hold on to anything anyway. I'm going to take my putty primer, and I just take the round part of my egg. I used to go in there with my finger, just go in there and pick some up. And I just put that kind of right there where my most problematic pores are. And I just pat it in. I mean, it's that easy. All right, so that part's done. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. And guys, I just got this. I'm going to use a little bit. And we're just going to dab this around. And I used just a little bit. Get this going. You know, I don't like a full coverage. And this says full coverage. So I use just a teeny little bit. And we're going to, because I kind of move it around. I don't just pat it on there and cake it on. I move it around. I shear out. I usually have my sponge pretty damp, so the moisture, the water from the sponge can thin it down a little bit. That's not bad. I mean, I can still see little areas, so that's not bad. It's not like caked on, but I'm sure with whatever application you want to use, you can make it more full coverage. Concealer I'm going to use is the e.l.f. and my hands are so slick now because the bottom of that sponge had the primer on it. It's okay. The bottom down here, we're almost done with this sponge. So concealer is in Sand. I know I always forget to tell you guys that. The Camo is in Light 210 and Neutral. Can you guys see that? And it's so hard to buy any kind of new foundation when you're just looking at it online. I know it. So I know I'm not the fairest of the fair. I know I'm not like a true medium. I'm somewhere between light and medium. So normally what I do is I'll look at the fair shade and I go 2 to 3 up. That's how I just kind of buy it, and I hope for the best. Okay, we are going to set this with the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, and I do believe this is in the shade Fair Light. This is my winter shade. I also have it in light medium. This is more of my summer shade. Big e.l.f. brush. I love this brush. I looked up and found a set of these brushes at TJ Maxx for like $12. And this one brush, I think if you buy it by itself at like Walmart or on e.l.f. is $20 or something. So that simple, that easy. I'll get up kind of close so you guys can see. Look in the mirror. To me, it is kind of heavier on my skin than I would like. So I would probably mix this and my tinted moisturizer together if I wanted a little more full coverage. I would mix those two together. I probably would not wear this alone. I'm going to take just a little bit I'm talking a little of bronzer because I want you guys to be able to see the blushes. Clean that brush off. So I'm going to take some eye primer. And you guys know e.l.f. eye primer. This is not e.l.f. This is Ulta. That $2, and I can't remember if it's $2 or if it went to $3. I didn't buy one this go round because I didn't need another eye primer. I have like 3 or 4 in the drawer there that I'm working on, so I didn't really need another eye primer at the moment. But those little e.l.f. Essential, I can't remember what it is, but it's like $2, $3. It's in a doe foot type of application. I love those. I love those. Where'd my face powder go? Because I want to set this. Pick up my big fluffy brush. And we're just going to set that. Just very lightly. Okay, so I have 2 of the bite-sized little palettes. I have cream and sugar, and yes, these are both very neutral, and I have pumpkin spice. Now, these 2 are very similar, these 2. One is a little bit lighter than the other when you swatch them out. I'm going to be using both of these together, if I can get them open, without cramming my fingernails into everything. Okay, so I'm going to come into this lightest shade, which if you're a little bit darker than me, you could probably set your primer with this. It does have a little bit of color, so that's why I didn't want to use that to set the entire eye area. But you're probably saying, Shannon, I can't see that. I can barely see it. Barely. I'm just using that to get started. And then the next color I'm going to use is in the other palette, Pumpkin Pie, and it's going to be this more cool toned shade. They don't have names, so I'm just going to pat this on in the corner. And fluff. Pat and fluff. Pat and fluff. I do have me some water over here. I went walking yesterday with my aunt, and we walked over 2 miles. And I was out. It wasn't like freezing cold, but it was pretty cold. It was in the 40s. So do I have a little bit of a bronchitis cough going? Just enough to aggravate somebody. See how well it builds. Very nice. One more time here, and then we'll go to a deeper shade. I just wanted to see how well that blended. Very nice. Smaller brush, different shade. Cleaning my brush off of the switch. I'm going to come back into the cream and sugar, and this is the deepest brown in these 2. Got to have a chocolate brown. You just got to have a chocolate brown shade in your collection. I'm just going to fluff that. These blend so nice. For $3, did I say that? That these were $3 each? Did I even say that? These little bite-sized palettes are only $3 each. Oh, that's plenty of depth going on there. Cleaning that brush off really good. This corner over here is looking a little wonky. I'm going to blend right there. That's better. Okay. I want just a little flat shadow brush. And I'm going to come into, I'm going back to pumpkin. I'm going like back and forth. So I want this bronzy shade right here. And just to show you what I'm just dragging through. Remember, these are $3. And if you can hear all that, somebody riding up behind my house or near my house with some bass blasting, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry. You don't need it that loud. That's pretty. Now, if you guys remember, I had a video, I think it was a toss or keep video, where I had a shimmer shade. I think that it was the same brush. And I was struggling to get that purple shade. It was the Celestial Thunder palette. Or something like that. Celestial something. To get that shimmer shade on my lid, this is $3. And look at that. Okay, I want to come back with a smaller brush. Let me see if I can find what I did with that little brush. Did I lose my brush? I had it out here because I was using it. Did I put it away? I hope not, because that was like the perfect brush for what I need. No, did I lose that brush? Crud. I think I put it away. It was a teeny tiny little brush. Well, I'll grab this one. I'll find it here in a minute that I don't need it. So this is the little Morphe, like little teeny tiny, because I'm getting in the corner of my eyes. Switching back to the other palette. I'm going into this really light champagne. I hope this brush does what I need it to do. It's so pretty. Look at that. Look, $3. I'm not even kidding. Look at that. I'll swatch that on my hand so you can see, because I know my phone is probably not picking up how beautiful and how vibrant that shade is. And they're so creamy. Oh my gosh, guys, it is ridiculous. $3. Okay, I'm gonna do the one beside of it, because you got 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in a palette. $3. That is ridiculous good. This is the other one, and this one that I didn't use. It is very similar to this one, just a little bit darker. Do you see what I'm saying? This one's a little bit more orange and darker than this one. That's the only difference. If you had it on your eyes, you're probably not really going to see a big difference between those 2 shades, but there is a difference. This one is much lighter than this one. Okay. Wipe my fingertips off. I'm going to grab a pencil brush. I want to come back into that more cool tone looking brown. Keeping up with my tongue because I don't want this to run like crazy, crazy, crazy. I pulled out an e.l.f. eyeliner. I've had this for a long time, so I don't even know if she is up to par. I'm just going to rub it on the back of my hand a little bit. 1, to sharpen it a little bit, and 2, to warm it up. And let me grab. This is a mineral eyeliner, and I think it's in the shade, it looks like coffee, so it is a brown. I'm just going to put a little bit up. Oh yeah, she's working. A little bit under. So if you ever have problems with them not wanting to work, just rub it on the back of your hand. When it gets any eyeshadow that's kind of, you know, what would you say, accumulated or gathered, stuck to the end of the stick, when it kind of dries out and gets kind of hard to manipulate, just rub it on the back of your hand for a little bit. Warm it up, get some fresh products going up to the edge there. I'm just cleaning up the back of my hand. And there's a little bit of eyeliner. Next up, I'm going to use, if I can find it somewhere, I had it. I have the mascara, if I can find what I did with it. I stuck it down in my mascara thing. So this is the Lash Out Loud Volumizing Mascara from e.l.f. There is the packaging. I do like this packaging. It's super cute. Now, I can honestly say I never found an e.l.f. mascara that I liked. And I tried almost all of them, I think. Maybe not the last few they've come out with, but I just actually decluttered one. I didn't like any of them. But this one, I think they have a good mascara going here. So I'm going to show you the before, or one eye done and one eye not done. No, I didn't curl my lashes. Someone is either leaf blowing or something. Second coat. Just barely doing a second coat. So there is one I done, one I not done. I think I like this one. And I think this one was $6. I can't remember. I didn't have like a invoice in here in my package. When I unboxed it. Don't stick yourself in the eye. I did get a little bit under my eye right there, but it'll come right off. As long as I grab it quick. But yes, this is one that I actually do like. So that's a thumbs up. So far, everything has been good. I'm going to now grab, I got 2 of the little bite-sized blush and highlights. You get a blush and you get a highlighter in each little container. This one is watermelon. Let's see if I can get it open. So watermelon. I think that's the one I'll use. And then this one I think is guava. Yes, guava. I'll go ahead and swatch guava for you. So there's the blush and the highlighter. Oh, that highlighter's pretty. Okay. And then we're going to put on these. Grab me a sip of water. Okay. You know I knock something over every time. Now, you know what I said about little pans and blush brushes. This is my favorite blush brush. This is the one I always use. It's a Wet n Wild Holiday Collection set. The thing about a small pan like this is I still have room to like get in there and mash my whole brush in. And I'm still not touching this highlight. So that's pretty. That's why I didn't want to do a whole lot of bronzer, because I wanted you to see the blush. That's so pretty. $3. Okay. I need a highlight brush. Just give me one. This is the same collection of brushes here. The Wet n Wild Holiday. I'm gonna go. This side has the best lighting on it. So we'll start with this side. Gosh, that's so pretty. I love e.l.f. I have always loved e.l.f. I just haven't bought anything from them in a while. That is pretty. And it's not like emphasizing texture, at least not on my skin. Get up close so you guys can. There's that highlight from that palette. So pretty. I can't believe it. For lips, I pulled a couple things out for lips. I think I'm going to use this Blushing Rose with some Champagne Glam. I don't know. I know this would go good, really good with it, but Champagne Glam. Let's try this Blushing Rose. It is a liquid. I think this is, yeah, liquid matte lipstick, but once you put the gloss over it, it'll be okay. Lulu, are you in here? I thought I heard something. So there's the matte liquid lipstick if you didn't want to wear anything else with it. And then here it is. We'll put just a little bit of gloss in the center. And I don't have a e.l.f. face spray because I just finished that off and it is in my empties basket. I did also get in this little haul the Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser, so I got that. It is daily cleanser with hyaluronic acid and ceramide, so that's why I really wanted to try that. I want to put that in the shower and see how that does. So I got the cleanser, I got all of the little bites, and I got the Camo concealer, and I got the mascara in this haul. This is everything I got new, and so far I'm not disappointed in anything I got. Let's comb those brows out. I could go through them with some e.l.f. brow wax, but I think they're fine just combed out. All right, guys, that is it. Let me know what you're thinking. Have you tried any of these products yet? Have you seen them in Walmart? Have you bought anything online? Let me know down below. Be sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.